Man, if you don't know the brand of the car you drive, you're not a good driver, and for that matter, not very aware of the world around you. I think you're missing my point, though. Like, if you're someone who reads a lot and knows a lot about authors and even knows a whole lot about a particular genre of writing, you're not called a booker, you're not called a reader, you're just someone who reads. If you become a specialist, then you might be called someone who studies sci-fi or studies Victorian literature or something like that. So much so that you can go into academia about it. But just a common person who reads books isn't a booker. Just a common person who watches TV isn't a TVer. There's no specific special category for just a person who enjoys this stuff. They are just a person who enjoys this stuff. I like books. I like TV. I like video games. And so many people play video games these days that I would argue it's the same as any other like. You are just someone who plays video games. Being a gamer doesn't differentiate you in any specific or important way. Like, you're not a gamer if you just play games, you're a person, because games are one of the most popular ways to entertain yourself at this point. You're not special. That was the whole point of my original video. You're just a person who enjoys things like any other person. And it's actually that kinda squicks me out. Like, as someone who really enjoys video games and who has made their life video games, the need to be special, the need to be a quote-unquote gamer, a special type of person just because of this thing you enjoy, really weirds me out. When you could just be a person like anyone else who has an interest like anyone else. Maybe you can argue that anyone who plays any game anywhere is a gamer, much like anyone who does any gardening is a gardener. Maybe I could see that. But people who call themselves gamers like to be exclusionary. They like to say, oh, people who play mobile games aren't gamers, or people who play Stardew Valley aren't gamers, or people who play this specific genre of games aren't gamers, or so on and so forth. And for me, I'm just skipping the middleman. You don't have to define what a gamer is. There just aren't gamers. There are people who play games, just like there are people who watch TV, and there are people who read books.